Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, President William Ruto, together with the Nairobi Governor, Johnson Sakaja, they were in Embakasi. And there are two things I was keen looking at. Number one, the president's speech. Then secondly, the audience that the president was addressing. I listened to him very clearly. Ruto is against those who are politicking as of now. According to him, it is not time to politic, it is time for development. But then in his own statement, I see a man, shooting his own foot. Because he goes on to say that hatutaki siasa mfululizo, tunataka kazi iendelee. Tunataka kazi bila break. That's William Ruto himself, if I quote him. Then he goes on to ask, ati mnasema ngapi? What is the meaning of that? He asked 3 times. Mnasema 2 term. I don't know, is that not politics? So, he don't want politics. He don't want politicians who are now politicking. Those who are in campaign. But he's asking about munasema ngapi. That means how many terms are you talking about or you want to give me? He goes on to ask at munasema 2 term. The president was politicking. That is the truth of the matter. Now, I look at the crowd. The response from the crowd. Then the number of police officers who accompanied the president and how, they had surrounded the president in that situation. A lot of questions are coming out. But first of all, I want to listen to the president, very careful. Then be very keen on the response or the reaction of the audience that he was addressing and the security. There is a lot to discuss here.
Sasa wale viongozi wa fujo, wale viongozi wa vita, wale wanaendesha violence na ukabila na chuki na kisirani, mimi nataka niwaambie hawa, we have no time for you. Kenya is moving forward. Hatutaki siasa mfululizo, tunataka kazi iendelee. Kama ni kuamua, hatutaki siasa mfululizo, tunataka kazi bila break. Si kazi iendelee bila break. Munasema kazi iendelee bila break. Munasema kazi iendelee bila break. Si ndio? Ati munasema? Ati watu wa Embakasi munasemaje? Ati munasema ngapi? Ati munasema ngapi? Ati munasema ngapi? Ati munasema ngapi? Ati munasema ni 2 term. Ile kazi bila break. Munasema kazi bila.
Now, I want us to continue with the panel discussion, but before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, definitely, Ruto was trying to attack Rigathi Gachagua when he goes on to say that wale viongozi wa fujo, viongozi wanaoeneza vita, violence, ukabila, chuki na kisirani. He is actually addressing Rigathi Gachagua in that context. So, for him, Gachagua is leading in all these bad things. And at the end of the day, Gachagua is campaigning, he is politicking. But he's against that. But the president was right in Embakasi, leading a campaign. Because when you talk about the number of years or terms, the period that you want to serve, you are literally campaigning. So you can't, you cannot demonize the other politicians who are campaigning when you are leading in the same campaign. Yani mkuki kwa nguruwe ni sawa, kwa binadamu ni uchungu. Hayo hapana bwana, haiwezekani. The president must accept the truth that he is the one leading in this bad manners of campaigning, its earlier campaigns. He is actually leading in the early campaigns. So in that sense, I see a panicked president who is not comfortable with his opponents who are also trying to counter him politically in organized political rally, just like what he had organized today in Embakasi. Why is he uncomfortable with his opponents doing exactly what he was doing today? Kwani sasa yeye ni nani? Then wale ni wanasiasa. So in that way, I am not convinced in any way that Ruto was not politicking, and therefore the other politicians should not. Above all, people need to come out and oversight this regime. So when Gachagua calls for a meeting and is talking about the failures in the government, it is part of oversight. Why is he uncomfortable with the oversight role of the opposition? So kufika hapo kiambia watu mnasema ngapi? You see? Now, that one aside, let's go to the reaction of the audience. Look at these people. It's like a quarter of, it's just a click of this crowd, a quarter, a small crowd that was responding to William Ruto. The crowd is huge. But the response coming from a few, not even a few, but a few people who are in this crowd. That means majority were not in agreement with the president's statement. If they agree, we will hear a loud response to the president. Yani, Ruto amefikia mahali pagumu. He is between a rock and a hard place. Imagine you have hired a crowd using money. They have attended. It's not organic, by the way. Then they come in. After you've hired them, they refuse to do the job, cheering. We never saw anyone cheering the president. Just a few. Now, the truth is that even the most cruel RUTO'S sycophant can easily tell the fire from this crowd is missing. There is disconnect between the president and his audience. Hata wale strongly support the sycophants of William Ruto who support everything that you can tell there is no fire in this crowd. Ruto is a loser. And this crowd explains it all. In terms of approach to politics in Embakasi, it's backfired. It is backfiring right in his face. That is the truth. He was here to politic. In politics, you need crowd. Crowd will create a perception. And again, you need the response from the crowd. You need the connection in this crowd for you to create that needed perception. Even if it's not real, at least you're creating a perception. But for him, there was total disconnect with the crowd that he was addressing. Ruto has failed. Number 3. Now, look at the police officers who are surrounding the president. The plainclothes police and the red barrel kept police who are there. They were huge in the numbers. So, before even the crowd that were addressing, already you come with a crowd of police officers. It's a contingent. It's a contingent of police in the name of offering security. So the first crowd that Ruto had, it was a contingent of police officers in uniform and those in plain clothes. You are a president, then you have such a huge crowd of police officers. You are going to address the common mwananchi. You are going to deliver services to the people. What does that one mean? What is this thing that the president is worried about? What is this thing that William Ruto is afraid of? To walk into the Embakasi with a few police and address the crowd. There is a worry. That's why he has a huge police officers surrounding him. They are not looking at the president. They are very focused, facing the other side away from the president, but giving him their back. That means they are monitoring the security there. What were they worried about? The president, under his administration, the order from Kipchumba Murkomen that I said is from above, shoot to kill, the president's order, shoot in the foot, and all that. The president speaking nothing about people who have been injured in the protest. The president's support to police brutality, the disconnect, failed regime. It makes him worried, and therefore Ruto is telling us one thing, that he is an enemy of the public, and therefore out of that enmity, he needs to have a proper, strong, and keen security around him. He's worried. So even the common mwananchi that is addressing, he's worried about the common mwananchi. He's worried about his security. When you have such huge security in such a country, then what I'm telling people, there is complete disconnect between you and the people. People don't love you. They don't like you. They don't need you. You are forcing yourself on these people. That is what I can see in this event, but I don't know your views. But please let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Those who are asking for my number, 0708340092. The other number is 0795958063.